Hi, so I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you guys for your flexibility in moving the next 2 weeks into a virtual class. I hope parent-teacher conferences go well. The first tool that we were talking about in week 4 of our Google cohort is Google Draw. And Google Draw is a really fun graphic design tool. It lets you be very creative, and I'm going to show you all about that. So Google Draw is located in your Google Drive. You would click New, and you would click More, and then you could select Google Drawings. And it will load right up for you. Now, one of the things I like to do with Google Drawings, especially for students, is this is a fun way for them to make a very simple and basic website. And it's using all the things that you and I have already done together. We're going to insert a picture, we're going to insert a shape, we're going to add a link to a shape, and then we're going to publish it to the web. So here's one that I already got started. I actually did this last year with 4th grade. I inserted an image, I searched the web, and I got a picture of Mount Vernon. Then I inserted a shape and an arrow, and I drew the arrow and I put it right here. And then I started thinking about, well, what are some things that we know about Mount Vernon? And one of the things I know is that George Washington lived there. So I went and I found a website that is the biography of George Washington. I got that web address and I linked it to the shape. So I'm starting to build my website. So let's find another website about George Washington and about Mount Vernon. So this one, if I open it up, and students can build this. So if they're researching a special place or they're researching a famous American, they could build their own website about that individual just through Google Drawing. So this is a biography of George Washington. So let's find George. Let's find some facts about his presidency. Oh, here's 10 facts about Washington's presidency. And it's from mountvernon.org, so I know that's a safe site. You could also find a YouTube video about him. The students could attach a link to a piece of writing that they've done. They could attach a link to a picture that they've made and added. So they can really attach anything they want as long as it's in their Google Drive or out there on the web. So I'm going to take this web address, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to come back to my George Washington Mount Vernon. And so I'm going to add another shape here, and I'm going to show you how to attach the web address to it. So I'm going to insert, it's a little slow, shape, arrow, and maybe this time I want to make it a little different. Let's see, maybe this time I do, how about a star? So I'm going to draw a star. Maybe this star I'm going to put on the weather vane on the cupola. And as you know, we can also fill in those shapes. So let's say I want to fill it in just to help it stand out more to the person viewing it. All right, so now I have my shape. I have a star in the cupola. I'm going to click on it. And then up here, I'm going to press this button right here, and that allows me to attach a link to it. So I'm going to press my insert link, and now I'm going to paste my 10 facts about George Washington web address, and I'm going to apply it. Now I can also include a title. So if I do insert word art, I can give it a title, my George Washington website. Okay, and this is just word art. So now I can go up and I can change the style of it. And I can change the color. I can fill it with a different color. Maybe something that helps with the contrast of the background image. All right, so maybe if I put that down here, you'll be able to see it a bit better. Fantastic. And I can keep going. So I could type something in a Google Doc and I could get the shareable link to that Google Doc and I could add it in here. So I could fill this page up with all sorts of information that I wanted to share my audience with my audience about George Washington. And then I can do File, Publish to the Web, and suddenly I've created my own website about George Washington that I can then post in the Google Classroom for my classmates to see, or for my teacher to post on their website for a even bigger audience to see. So I would click publish, and then I would take that link. So imagine just how exciting it would be for a student to build their own website, which is essentially just a Google Doc or Google Drawing layered with links and images, and then share that with a broader audience. So they could even do this for, a PBL project, maybe demonstrating erosion and what they would recommend as a solution to an erosion problem. So that is Google Drawing in a nutshell. I hope you enjoy using the tool as much as I do. Thanks for watching.